so good at that. See, without Blurry here, I'm a disaster. So.
Wait, you're not a disaster when he's here?
Friends.
All right, so we're back from break. Thanks for sticking with us and coming back. Quickly, before we go on, I do want to give a shout out. I am using a module that I got on DM's Guild. It's called The Lambent Delirium by Lauren Newberger. And you can actually get it for free on the DM's Guild, and it's fun. So if you like it, go check it out. All right. So when we left off, everyone was making a lot of noise with Milky Way wrappers.
Yep.
Yep, that happened.
Jerks.
But so when we left, the group had just defeated its helmed horror, is what you had just defeated in the large hall. And you were heading back through the entryway to the outdoor section to the west of the original entrance.
Thanks to your hero of the story, John Vandelar.
Thanks, Vandy.
No objections.
So
May-chan.
you guys head out through that door to the west, and you see in front of you a sort of nicely built wooden walkway with grass and some benches along the edge. It looks like a really nice sort of courtyard or place where people might go for walks or meditation or that sort of thing. As you are walking, you see that sort of flickering light come back. And it actually seems to come really close, and I need all of you to make dexterity saves.
Flickering light, like what we saw when we got pulled out of the hotel or the tavern or whatever.
Fail.
15.
What are your numbers?
5.
What was this, Dex?
Dex save.
Dex save.
Should be in here.
12?
8 plus.
Or 13, sorry.
That's it.
Probably an 8, yes.
8
So you
plus
got a 5?
19.
Got a 5.
27.
What?
Wait.
27.
Oh, okay, got it. You, roll a d6.
Do I want low or high? That tells me which of my loaded
Roll
dice
a
I'm gonna
10.
roll.
Roll a 10.
They're all equally...
10. That's a 6.
That's a 6? Okay, so you feel super happy, delighted. You're completely incapable of recognizing or neutralizing threats because everything is great. It's awesome. You want to skip with joy, or however your character would express this. But nothing is threatening. Nothing is wrong. There are no problems here.
So I'm myself.
Hi.
I'm
You're
happy
high.
and I can't hurt anything.
Yes, your side.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that was
keep that in
close.
mind.
Did anybody... Is everyone okay?
That was sweet. It was so bright and pretty.
Should we go back inside or...
Hey, whatever you want to do, man.
Let's
It's
go.
totally up to you.
Let's go to those other doors. There's 2 doors that we didn't go through.
It seems to at that point recede. The sort of light kind of fades.
Do we want to continue?
Does my effect recede?
Do we want to continue down this path?
That sounds fun. Let's do that.
I'll let you know if you meet the conditions.
All right, cool.
Lead the way, John.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. You normally don't talk this much, do you?
What?
Yeah.
So,
It's okay, I'm tired of going first anyway.
so this pathway continues for a while. This also goes into an L shape. So you had the entryway. This was, I guess for you guys, this was the one with the helmed horror, this L, and then this L is the one that you're in right now.
Okay.
From your perspective, not mine. That was very confusing. So it turns up to the north. And the pathway continues for a while. You see, as you continue, there's the outside wall to your left, to the west, and then inside wall, and then to the north is a closed door, and then in a wall, covered section, and then to the right is sort of a more formal courtyard. It's got like paved stones, sort of thing. Still
This
outdoors.
is huge. It's amazing. Can you guys believe this?
And off of the courtyard, so the courtyard continues for a while, and then there's also a doorway sort of immediately pointing to the south.
Well, John, which door do you want to go towards?
Oh man, I'd be happy with just about any of them.
How many doors are there?
There are two doors. There's the one that's over here.
I'm
the
gonna
covered
point
one.
in between both of them and be like, go to that one, John.
Okay, and I'm gonna go to the one looking at the two doors, like in between them. The one on the left.
So the closer one, the
closer
covered one.
They're both covered. Are you going towards the north or the east?
Not the.
Which way do we come into the room?
We're L-ing, so you would be looking at the covered one, not the courtyard one.
Yeah.
I'll go to the not courtyard one.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, DM. I'm trying to.
You're fine. You're totally fine. So you head towards the door to the north. And
I'm gonna be whistling while this is going on, just so everyone knows.
excellent.
Whistle while you work.
Do you open the door?
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
let's let him just go and stay a little back, or you want to go up with him?
I'm sticking nearby because I really don't want to feel responsible for his death, but I'm gonna let him go through the door.
All right. The reason he's going first.
I'll go third.
I'll watch it back here.
Okay.
Am I hot or cold right now? Either? Is it just
You're
average temperature?
Comfortable. Yeah. There's no particular
You're
noticeable
perfect.
temperature.
Anybody notice that it's like not too hot, not too cold in here? This is really hard to do back in our world.
Listen up, Mosby.
So you open the door, and you see inside 3 beds on the far wall, 3 beds on the closer wall, and then a chest against the wall to the west wall to the left.
Anybody in the beds?
There's
Nope. And there's
gotta
a door.
be cool stuff in that chest. Open it now.
The pathway sort of continues. It L's to the right, so you'd be heading east if you went through the door to your right.
Wow, that chest looks super cool.
I agree, man. That looks super cool.
That'd be even cooler if it
Who
were
would
opened.
Who would open
Oh,
that?
yeah.
I don't know. I bet somebody would, though.
If it's somebody like you, would maybe open that chest, wouldn't you?
Yeah, somebody like me probably would.
Go do it.
That one right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Playing
You
it
go to
perfectly.
unlock it.
I go to unlock.
Meat shield,
Okay.
go! I choose
It-
you.
It grows teeth
Mimic.
and bites you.
Man, if only I could perceive threats.
Yeah, right. No.
You didn't have everyone coaxing you.
So it's a 22 to hit you on this bite.
That hits.
We're just gonna do a bite and then we'll do initiative. Because it surprised you.
Should I roll initiative if I can't hurt things? Like,
No,
or
you
should I
can
just-
still hurt
I mean,
I can still
he
hurt
can
them.
understand obvious combat issues, can't he?
You can definitely move around. You just can't identify a threat. I think if you're being directly attacked, you can probably attack back, but like that's about it.
Can we identify a threat for him if we're like idiot attack? Would
Yeah.
he
Can we
recognize?
So
coach
that's hold on. 9 piercing and 5 acid damage.
So
It starts to
14.
burn your arm.
Oh my goodness.
You probably think that's funny. Like, I think you probably are like, oh man, like, look what
So
happened.
I'm gonna like hold like while it's biting me. I'm gonna try to like hold it open and look inside and be like, guys, there's no treasure in here.
Yeah. It says fully
This is
incapable
weird.
of recognizing or neutralizing threats, so I think you're useless in
I'm
a fight
useless,
right now,
yeah.
yeah.
Can I heal my?
He would probably heal himself, wouldn't he?
You can,
No, I'm just wondering if I can heal other people. Like
I can
here
heal.
you go. Like the
I think you
the
could
healing
do that.
fairy
I'll
sprinkling
give you that,
healing.
yeah. I think you could do, like, support if somebody asked for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna be like, John, attack that thing as we're going into roll initiative.
Why would I attack a chest? I don't understand.
Just trust me.
You're like
Just
weird.
trust me.
You're weird, man.
Just trust me. I keep forgetting to use my voice. Sorry, guys.
I don't do voices.
Batman voice.
Oh, really?
Trust me.
Trust me.
Okay,
Swear
so
to
everybody
me.
roll initiative if you haven't already.
Shut.
Wow.
Yeah, I might as well.
Initiative.
I might go first.
Ooh, okay. 20.
Okay, what'd you get?
22.
22. Anyone else get above 20? Okay,
I get 12.
15 to 20?
Plus 0.
Okay.
Yes, right here.
What'd you get?
15. 20. I got 20.
Okay, cool, I had you, yeah, okay.
We're
10 to
both
15?
we're both at 12.
12?
And I got higher decks.
Last again.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad that I'm actually rolling decent initiative for some of these monsters, because in my home game that I run, I roll garbage initiative for them all the time, and they always die before it's even their turn.
Oh man, that's so sad. You'll do better next time.
Ritherion, you're up first. Let me roll this HP real fast. But
My hand's like stuck in the mimic.
Ouch. What do you feel inside?
The tongue. That's it. Teeth.
go ahead.
No chance.
All right, I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon next to it,
Okay.
and it is going to be a ginormous like mouth that bites.
Oh.
And then
Oh, spiritual weapon, not sacred.
Yes.
Another one.
And then I'm gonna have it bite the.
This
the
place is
chest.
weird, guys.
And
I like
roll
it.
not gonna hit 12.
That actually hits. That just barely hits.
Sorry, I'll try to be quiet.
More like a
I legit just stopped looking at damage because I was like, that won't hit.
more like a nick than a bite.
9 points of damage.
Okay.
Boom.
All right.
John, get out of there.
I think he's trying.
Should I do a persuasion or just let it be?
You are actually grappled right now.
Okay.
Someone's got to take damage.
Yeah.
It adhered to you with its acidic like saliva.
Can I
It's gross.
get myself out of bad situations, or am I just stuck here like, huh?
You're gonna have
You'd be
to.
like, oh,
This
that
place
doesn't
is
feel
ornate.
good. Like what?
You might have to lose the arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Okay.
I don't want your character to like die, so I mean,
That
I
makes
feel like
one
you'd
of
be
us.
like, ow.
Yeah. Levi's just like, go for it, dude. We're gonna be on the other side of the door.
Did you have a main action you wanted to do?
Defensive position.
Okay, cool. So then,
Because I can't cast 2 spells.
yeah, you could do an action cantrip. You just can't do another spell slot.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, so I can firebolt.
Yeah, because that's an
Oh.
action and spiritual weapons bonus. Yeah.
Oh.
Mimics
Well, in
sound
that
flammable.
case, firebolt.
Okay.
24.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, sorry. I was like, that's a lot of damage.
Man.
10. 7 plus 5 plus 5. 17.
17.
Wow.
Is that I do add my, or is it just
30.
It's just the
Fireball.
dice.
Oh, it's just the dice. Then that would only be 12.
Only 12. Okay. So then next up is the mimic, and it's just gonna like keep chomping on you, man, because it's got you. It's got.
You must taste.
Why
really
not?
good.
It's got advantage to hit you, so
Yeah,
why
yeah.
not? So that's cocked. Well, didn't matter. So it's gonna bite you again, and that is an 18 to hit.
That ties my armor class.
Okay, so that hits. So blue is gonna be the piercing. So that's another 9 piercing and 2 acid. How much damage have you taken at this point?
Total?
Yeah.
I'm down to
25.
36 out of 55.
But how much acid?
Oh, acid?
No, total.
Oh,
25.
Yeah, 19 damage total.
Okay,
Since
so
we
at
started.
this point, you snap out of it.
Okay.
You're like, oh god, like, and suddenly you come back down, like off a high.
Okay.
See, I
And
was just
you are
trying to
in-
make you snap out of it.
You
You're
are
welcome.
in pain.
buddy.
You've been bitten. You're stuck to this acidic mimic thing that has you grappled. This is not a pleasant situation. But
So-
you're no longer euphoric.
So I'm imagining that I'm sitting there like, man, this thing is weird.
Yeah. Okay, Basher, you're up.
Get this thing off me!
Attacks. Swinging with my battle axes.
Sure.
Natural 20 and
You add an extra dice to your roll, an extra d8.
okay. So a normal crit. What's the bonus on a crit?
double the dice.
Double first die, and then I get to roll a second.
Nope. So you have either you can roll the die once and double it, or you can roll 2d8 or 2d6 or whatever it is.
Okay.
You just roll the extra dice. You just choose before you roll. I don't care which one you do.
But he's saying the fighter apparently must get an
Yeah.
extra dice when they crit.
I have savage attacks. When I crit, add 1 die of damage.
Oh, then you roll
2 dice and double those, and then
Yeah.
add your damage modifier.
Do I double both or just one?
No, okay. Roll. What's your? Is it a D10?
3d8. D8.
I roll a d8 normally.
Yeah.
So roll 3.
roll 3d8 and add your modifier on it.
You need one.
Onto the
No
12.
doubling, just roll 3d8 and add them up and add the modifier. It's easier that way.
12 modifiers, 5, 17.
17. All right.
And that's one attack.
Yeah.
Attack 1.
2 more.
You guys thought my 12 was busted.
16.
Yes, that hits.
If you're 12 and crit, that would be
11.
Okay.
Another 16.
Mm-hmm.
7.
That is exactly what you needed. He had 7 HP.
Ah.
Nice.
I was actually gonna try and I was wondering if I should try and help you out for next round. I wasn't sure if he's gonna make it.
Nice
So,
done, Vet.
do I know that I was in a weird state before, or is it kind of like, how did I get here kind of
Yeah,
thing?
no, you didn't lose your memory. You have you know that, like,
I was being weird.
yeah,
Okay.
you know that something affected you.
Okay.
You don't know why. Okay. So, yeah, so you, like, cut the tongue of this mimic off, and it shrivels up, and then, the chest spits out a large black gem that's sitting there, now that you've killed this mimic.
Is it like a oozing darkness black gem, or is it just a dark color?
It appears to be solid and black.
Alright.
High shine factor.
Well,
Anybody have any sort of identification? Like,
The spell identify
or
or
any sort of, like, magical knowledge?
I have arcane
not
proficiency.
in that.
you could use Arcana to
I
see
would like
if you
to
can.
look at Arcana.
Yeah.
I have detect good and evil. That's it. I'm
14
gonna
plus
second wind. Well,
Go for it.
intelligence. So that would be a 17.
17. This does not seem to be magical. You actually, the more you look at it, you know for spell components, like what some of the common gems look like. It looks like a black diamond.
Alright, hold on a second. Alright, it seems to be safe. If someone would like to, yeah, I'll grab him.
And
grab it.
it's really big. You don't know the exact value, but you would guess at least 500 gold. So it's big.
I'll grab it big, huh? We can split this when we get back to town.
Works for me.
Put it in my pack.
Yes, you chop it with your axe, break it in smaller pieces.
We can sell it and split the gold, but
Oh, even better.
can you split it exactly in 4?
yes, and I'll take the biggest fourth.
Okay, like, spoiler alert, his axe is not going to work on a diamond. Like, just throwing that out there.
I
Are
kinda
they
figured
tough
that.
or something? Are they?
Yeah, right?
No, here, you
Yeah.
can, and I'll pull out a piece of coal and be like, there you go, break it in coal.
Wait, so I was acting really weird, obviously. Something.
Wait, what?
something
You were
happened to
acting-
me.
Do you remember the light? What's John?
Do I remember the light? I remember
Yeah,
the
you
light.
got it.
Yeah, I do, and that's kind of when I started.
That light obviously made you backcrap crazy.
He wasn't that weird, though.
I mean,
He was just happy.
I
Have
mean-
you seen him happy before?
Well,
I know I'm
Are you
usually
normally
happy, but I'm usually not that happy.
yeah,
How do you
I
feel
mean,
like-
when a thing is munching on your hand and you're...
I didn't even
With a big
detect
old
that thing as
smile.
a threat while it was attacking
He's
me.
kind of eating you.
how are you feeling right now?
I feel back to normal. Well,
With a singed hand?
yeah, minus these bite marks.
What if I were to try and hit you with an axe? How would you feel about that?
How do you feel about a fireball in the face?
See, that seems much more normal than
Well,
that.
he's back to normal. Everything is fireball this, fireball that. Welcome back, John.
Yes, we missed you.
So I don't.
By the way, thanks for being a mid shield.
Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I don't-
That's what sorcerers are good for.
Clerics.
Or clerics, yeah.
Sorcerers are not good for that.
No.
I will detest.
Normally I'm harder to hit than you made it look.
Normally I don't stick my hands in gaping angry chests.
Normally I
I
don't
would like
either.
to look and see if there's anything else in the room of significance, and if not,
No, you just see the 6 beds. They look pretty spare. They're not, like, plush or anything.
I'd like to launch a firebolt at one of them, just to watch it burn.
Bored?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you do see wall hangings with serene mountain tableaus. It's
Do they look like they're worth anything? Don't burn those.
No, I'm burning the bed.
In
Okay.
French, they're called
Just-
tableaux.
That's like a 27.
All 4 French people watching.
You
this
hit
as
the
well.
bed. It does not catch fire. It does not move. The sheets don't even like rumple.
I see. It's that same.
That tells us something about this place.
I feel like this place doesn't have time. Like, things are burning, but they're frozen in time. Like,
I feel like you're too smart for this.
what happens if alright, I'm going to try and chop the bed in half.
The only things that have moved so far are doors and things that want to kill
Yeah,
us.
doors move. That's weird. Yeah, sentient things seem to be able to move.
You
and
were able
doors.
to grab those weapons in the entryway. Like, you grabbed one, but you were able to, like, touch them and move them. Like, they didn't appear to be, like...
Seriously, I can't chop the bed in half?
No.
Alright.
Well, there's
It's
a
not-
door over here leading to another room.
It's like Gimli trying to
do you
attack
think
the ring.
You think the
Yeah.
thing that happened to me, you think the thing that happened to me was the same thing that happened to that person in the
some
red mask?
sort of
Ooh,
madness
I mean,
that is
yeah. It was
relevant
basically
to
the opposite
this
of what happened to me.
area.
that shit's probably coming back.
Well, we should try to stay indoors if at all possible.
It was
And
also
we're all
bright, and they said they let out the light. Right?
Right.
Think we can put it in a bag?
Put the
The
light.
light-
Do you have like a magical bag? Come on.
Can we hide it under a bushel, maybe?
I don't know.
Or-
Well, if you want to go outside and hold up a bag in the air, I'll watch from inside.
Alright.
that wouldn't be that
Through the
abnormal.
wind to the key.
Well, we know.
Well, might as
Well,
well keep
should we
going
go
on.
through this fine-looking door?
Yes.
I don't think so. I think we should go through this fine-looking door, though.
I'll go first this time.
Okay.
I'm gonna mage hand and give him a little slap in the face. Sick of you. I liked you
Fine.
better earlier.
When I was a
So you-
rogue.
When you're being chomped by that chest.
Yeah.
I kick down the door. I'm going for style points.
Okay, excellent. Go ahead and just for kicks and giggles, give me athletics on that.
Athletic check.
Oh, 3 plus.
It's probably a pretty good plus though.
So I've got 11.
11. You kind of... I don't think you're able to fully knock down the door. You open the door. It wasn't locked. You're able to hit it so that it like jiggles the lock and just opens.
I don't look like Chuck Norris, but I don't look like a fool.
Yeah, you don't fall over, but you're just like...
No change there.
You're like, yeah, that's
Natural
what
one.
that's-
The door kicks you over.
that's what I meant to do, was just open the door.
Yeah.
Totally.
Wow, Vasher. Impressive.
So you open this door and
You should do the next strength check.
something interesting happens, which is that when you open the door, you smell, which you haven't really had any smells in this whole place, and you suddenly realize that because you smell this amazing meal. You look at what was probably like a dining hall, so you're thinking like you were just in sort of maybe a dormitory or quarters of some kind, and then now you're looking at a dining hall. There are 6 tables. It's looks like about like maybe 30 by 30. It's a sizable room. It feels like this is the only room that you've been in so far that feels kind of alive. You see fresh fish, roasted goose, dumplings, soup, rice wine, ale, all kinds of desserts. It smells fantastic. All of you smell this. It smells amazing.
What's your deal with fireballs? You can cast them frivolously. You got plenty of whatever.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna launch a firebolt in there.
No. I'm going to put some food on my axe and hold it out in case the table does start on fire. Just fireball it over here, see if it burns.
I will follow instructions.
Yeah, roll an attack. We'll
Miss
just...
a little bit to the right, please.
That's a 17.
Okay, yeah, you didn't roll garbage. So,
What's your AC?
yeah, if you rolled a 1, it was definitely like a William Tell, the apple thing. Yeah, what are you holding up on your axe?
Something that would get charred.
A
We'll
fish,
say
maybe?
some, meat.
A fish? Sure, yeah.
So
You-
could he
you-
pick up the fish?
Yes, and you now have a charred fish. Good
Alright.
job. It looks delicious.
Split it in 4 parts.
Well, that's
I'm hungry.
Perfectly equally 4 parts.
different.
Don't eat the fish. Don't eat the food. I'm not touching this stuff.
This place seems.
I trust nothing.
I would like to see how hungry I am right now.
You can roll a con check if you want. See how you're doing.
This place seems.
You also have presumably
strange.
rations.
Everything is super nice. Everything is
Constitution
luxurious.
would be
But
13.
there's nobody here.
You're feeling pretty good.
All right.
You're not. Your stomach's not growling or anything. I mean, you could top off if you wanted, but you're not starving.
Oh, that's a natural 1.
You're not.
You are the
hungry.
hungriest
When
person.
you roll a
I-
1, you
I-
just say a nat 1.
A nat
It doesn't
1.
really
Natural
matter.
1.
Or you
Yep.
just say crap.
Very
You are.
hungry.
You're real hangry. Like.
Yes.
Like,
What are these fools doing? They're charring this fish that looks really good. Man, maybe it's the goose, maybe it's the soup. You decide, but it looks amazing. And you are grumbly in your
Do we
tumbly.
have any rations in our like Dungeoneers packs and stuff?
Yes, you
Yeah.
absolutely
Don't
would
eat
have
the food.
rations.
Don't.
But-
I'm not trusting this. Don't
the,
eat that.
the
food.
problem is you rolled a natural 1, which is called a critical fail, which
Yeah.
means like you're hungry, you need food, so you just like rush and grab the food. Like,
Yeah, you're like irrational levels of hungry. You can decide if somebody holds out a ration to you, you can decide if you eat that instead. But this stuff looks and smells
Hey,
delicious.
Vash,
Alright.
let him eat it.
Hey, wait,
I don't like I let you open
I'm
a
gonna
chest.
say wait. That's all I'm gonna do though.
How about I take the geese and I put it in my bag for later?
Okay, all right. So
You gotta eat something though.
You've
'cause
got to
you
eat.
rolled a nat 1.
You have
Yeah,
to
you
eat.
eat
You
something.
like you have to either
You
eat
have
your rations
you
like
do have
like
rations
this,
in your
or
pack, which would be like beef jerky, cured meats, or little bits of fruit, that sort of thing. Cheese.
So one thing that you can do if you're trying to decide is you can leave it up to the dice. You can be like roll a d12 or d20 and be like, so like 11 to 20 you run and grab the food on the table, or like 1 to 10 you just like grab some rations.
Okay.
So if you don't want to make the decision, you can just like leave it up to the dice,
Yeah.
and then that'll tell you what your character
If we
does.
roll a natural 1 again, we all laugh.
15.
So that's,
So what did you decide a 15 is? That's kind of the point. Is
Oh.
like, what do you want to decide? What are the
You
odds?
said, you
of
said
things?
it was eating. The
If that's
food.
what you want to do,
Yes.
then
So you said 15 was eating?
eating like I think 11 to 20 would be like rations.
Alright.
So you'd be like, oh god, I'm
Rations.
so hungry.
Rations. I
Okay.
devour my
So you
rations.
devour
Yes.
like a whole day's worth of rations, and you're
Yes.
Dude, you
when
might
you're
want to
done,
slow
you're
down.
Wait, so it was just the smell that made him turn all of a sudden.
Yes.
He's not normally like this, is
He's
he?
there the whole time.
You think the same thing's happening to him that happened to me?
Maybe.
Well,
Do
standing
you feel
next-
like yourself?
I feel like... Yes.
you're slightly food comaed, but
You
you're
just
good.
get,
Yeah.
get the
I'm
monkey.
I'm gonna mage hand to go. Are you sure you're?
I need a nice long nap.
Maybe he got the nap spell on him.
Alright. Is there anything else in this room? Are there more,
There is
more
a
rooms
door.
attached?
There's a door to the south.
Alright. There's no, like, closets, stairways, anything else to check out or anything?
Nope, just
Okay.
these tables full of delicious food
I'm gonna look.
and a door. One door.
I'm gonna look if there was a space to cook all of this food.
Well, you see a door.
Okay, so
Probably
there's just the
leads
one door
toward
at the
the
other
kitchen.
end.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't be
let's
crazy.
go see. I'm not that hungry, but I'm hungry. Let's see if there's a place where this was all cooked.
You're gonna get hungry eventually.
Let's find out who cooked it.
Yes.
I will mage hand open the door.
Sure.
From
You open the
20 feet
door
away.
and you see like a kitchen and like a larder, like a storage room.
Does it still smell like it doesn't, like nothing changed? Well, I guess we haven't entered the room.
The dining room still smells exactly the way it
Yeah.
did. Nothing there has changed.
Does the larder make you think of D3?
All right, this looks
Immediately.
good. I'm gonna eat some mashed potatoes that I see.
Okay.
Mm.
It tastes amazing.
Garlic mashed
Oh,
potatoes.
God.
Tastes really, really good.
Oh,
There's just the right amount of butter and salt and
you
garlic.
guys,
maybe some
I'm gonna
cheese
eat
if
some.
you
more.
like
I'm
it.
just gonna like start eating.
Do I need to
Okay.
do a
Eat
con check?
my
Because
bowl.
I don't think I want to eat
I don't think I
anything
wanna
I
eat
see
it.
here.
That's
it's- You
I'm
guys,
gonna eat some rations
Yes.
and put some of the food in my ration bag.
Okay.
whatever you guys think.
I've got a goose in my
seriously
ration bag.
I'll grab some of the fish.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to see how hungry I am. Because if I'm not hungry, I'm not even going to eat rations. So I rolled 11. Do I need to have a modifier?
You're moderately hungry.
Well, it's just a personal check.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what do you
Alright.
want? What did
Yeah,
you
I'm-
assign?
I might snack a little bit, and I suppose I'll pack some of the food with if there's anything that seems like it'll travel well.
Alright.
Looking around their kitchen, there's nobody there? Is there
There's
anything
nothing
out of the ordinary?
There's
for a
nothing
kitchen?
there, and if you pass into there, it you notice that there's not much smell in here compared to the dining room.
Is there anything being cooked in here?
There's
Like,
nothing.
We don't see fish being cooked or geese?
No, you see pots, pans, silverware, packaged food,
Can I kick over? Can I move things? Is stuff frozen in place here too?
frozen. You do see on one of the counters there's a teacup, a porcelain cup, painted with swirling greens and blues.
Dragons?
that has like the forest that you came from sort of seen
Is
on
there
it.
a tree on it? Like a one tree?
It just looks
To
like
rule them all.
It just looks like a
The
forest.
one tree to roll them all.
One tree to roll them all. Good one. And then there is a door sort of straight ahead of you to the south, as well.
Oh, well, I'm done eating. Hey, should we head to the door?
You want to mage
You want
hand
a
that
nap
thing?
too, right?
Can we
Oh,
keep going with
God,
the
yes.
mage hand hopscotch thing?
All right, let's.
This doesn't make you feel weird at all that you ate a bunch of stuff that clearly was not cooked in here because all the pans are clean and frozen?
Apparently these
Well,
guys have moved on.
well,
I
good
don't
luck.
know.
Let's go.
Mhm.
We're digesting. Leave
It's
us alone.
delicious. It was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good luck with that.
All right, so you open the door to
The south.
The south. That is you're back out. It's back outside. And it is that sort of rock like patio style outdoor space that you saw.
Do we see
Like the
people
courtyard
right now?
area.
Yeah. So
The
you
only
don't.
so we came out the one door that we did see earlier.
In the
Because
kitchen.
there were
No,
two
it's
doors.
a different door.
It's a
So
different door in
you-
the same courtyard.
Yeah, so
Okay.
from the angle you came at, you can't actually see that other
Okay.
door. If you walk like 5 feet, you'll be able to see it just the way the walls are. You came out from the north, and that one was facing from the south. So like if you had gone in that other door, you would have been going south through the door. So you came out here, the other door is like over here. And then
Well,
if you go to the door so you can see a little bit more, you just see like wall in front of you, and then to the left you see some benches and like a sand garden in the middle, and then some more benches, some grass around the sand.
I would like to sit in a bench and use Mage Hand to open the door.
Okay, so you go off to the east.
We still skipped a door that we could have gone through in our first room after Samurai Armor Dude.
Yes,
Yes.
two
Correct.
doors.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
we just left and
Yeah,
we went
okay.
the other way.
So far there are 3 doors that you guys have seen that you have not gone into.
Right.
Mhm.
There's the one that goes off the courtyard that's off to the west, and then the 2 from the helmed horror room.
Okay.
So you go towards the center. As you approach the benches in the center near there's like I said, the sand garden. There's you see a large door to the north and a large door to the south. The door to the south looks like it's probably back to the entryway. It looks like it's that same door. I'll give you guys that.
Okay.
So one of the 2 doors that the Guardian was looking at? The
No,
Guardian.
to the entryway with the fire pit.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was only one door
I might
there.
not have told you that door was there.
Oh,
Now that I
okay.
think about it,
I was
I
like,
might
wait
have,
a second.
I
we're-
might have missed that.
No, it's
there
fine.
was a real
Okay.
big door there. You see it. It goes to the entryway.
We didn't
I'm
see
sorry.
it because we were distracted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry
Hey,
about
there's
that.
that door we saw.
Oh, right.
I
Weird
totally
fire.
overlooked
I open it
that
and
on
I
the
see
map.
that there's the flame inside.
Yes.
Is that flame frozen?
We should check it out for an hour.
We should totally check it out for an hour.
Is it warm? Is it cold?
I don't know.
I bet if you throw cloth on it, it doesn't burn.
Let me try cooking this geese with it.
I got some.
I mean, it's already cooked, right?
So then in front of you, like across, looking towards the east of this courtyard, you see a door that goes to the south, which is probably one of the doors into the horrors room. And then you see another like indoor area in front of you that has like several openings, like windows and doors.
I'd like to look through a window.
Okay.
Go
And
kick in the door again. That was entertaining last time.
so you cross over to the smaller.
To a brand new area.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
Okay, so you cross past the sand. Do you walk through the sand or on the grass? Or
Oh, I
on
go
the-
around.
You go around. Okay, cool. So you go around on the like patio style, and then you see this smaller building in the middle, and you can look in the window and you see it's a very simple room. It's got again a fire pit in the middle, looks the same as the one in the entryway, maybe a little bit smaller.
Is this one frozen?
It looks the same as the one in the entryway.
What's going on with that
Well,
fire?
Vasher, I'm the only one looking. I haven't relayed that information yet.
Hey, the door's open. You can just see it from here.
Make a perception check.
Oh, that's a natural 19.
Okay.
So that will be what? Wisdom? That will be a 20.
Okay. So you look in and you notice a few things. One, you look up and you notice an emerald sort of fixed to the ceiling. It's about fist-sized. And you also notice that the light that you've been seeing sort of coming and going doesn't seem to be entering through the windows. It seems to be impervious to that.
I would suggest let's just go inside real quick.
Have we seen, like, Monk Lady ran into this area, right? Like, she crossed the bridge. Well, like, she was going down the path. We saw Red Mask and Blue Mask, Scorpio and Sub-Zero.
We have not seen the monk.
That's a good memory you have there.
I expected us to run into Monk Lady when we were in here at some point.
Mm.
Sure. You also see her in this room.
Okay, never mind. I'm not sure what I just did, but
Then I go over to the door and be like, well, Vasher, your best friend is inside. I suggest maybe you go in alone.
Why?
Yes.
And
I was
you
making friends with Scorpion, but
talk to this individual because the rest of us were...
that's
She
true.
ran
I
from
did
us.
I got
roll
this.
that.
Why don't you go in alone?
No. All right. So I'm gonna.
So we'll be right here.
I guess she walked in there just fine. I'm gonna open the door
Okay.
gently,
She notices you and kind of starts
making
a
like a non-threatening gestures.
tell me what you're gonna say. She kind of edges to the other side, but she doesn't leave the room yet.
It's okay. There are no demons around here.
Mm-hmm.
How are you? Why are you in this room? Why?
They can't get me in here. Roll persuasion. I'll give you advantage for that, since this has worked.
So roll twice.
Roll twice and take the higher.
Oh, good, because that's a
Advantage.
1. 16. That's better.
Anything else have been?
I think I have persuasion. Yeah, so 21.
There we go.
Okay.
That's
That's better than
Finally, finally, someone rolled over a 20. So she sort of turns, and you see for a second, like, her facial expression changes, and she goes, "Oh, wow, okay. I think my head's cleared. God, I was so scared.
You probably got hit by this light thing, huh?
Yeah. That would be our fault.
Got that part. What? How did you let it out, or what's the scoop with that?
Yeah.
I'd like to walk in at this point.
Yeah, sure. You guys can at some point approach. That's fine.
I'll take out my mace.
She says it's okay. It's fine. I'm not. I mean, unless you guys like attack me, I'm not.
Did you know
scared.
there was like haunted armor over there? Don't go into that room.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, just saying.
Well,
Alright.
it's dead now, so
You
you can
just-
go in now.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
curious if you knew it was there. You went to the right room, so.
Yeah, so what happened is my let me make sure I have these relationships right. My girlfriend and her brother were we accidentally let out the lambent delirium.
Are they the ones in the blue and red masks?
Yes, they've
we met your brother.
been hit by it too. They can't control what they're doing.
The one in the blue mask seemed okay.
I think she can't stop moving
Can you control what you're doing?
now. Yeah,
What do you mean now? Could you not before?
no. I was.
She was very scared, where I was very happy, and the person in the red mask was very angry, and the person in the blue mask could not stop moving. So they basically seem to amplify and accentuate these attributes.
Does that sound
I
right?
was convinced everyone was a demon. Was was the form it took for me.
So you said, what was? Go back. You said you let out the lamp thing. What was this? Sorry.
The lamp. It's called the lambent delirium. The one in the blue mask is that one's my girlfriend. She's Kazuko. She is the keeper of it. It's a family thing, and Kenta, the one in the red, he and I convinced her to let us open it. That obviously didn't go very well.
Do you know how to put it back in?
Yes.
Oh, well, excellent.
It's not easy. We need to. There's an unbreakable jar that
Need a break?
Kazuko has.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also there's a portal, and I think it might be able to get through the portal if it's allowed near it.
Is it near the tree?
Oh no.
Because that's where we're not from here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where we are, but we came through something when we were sleeping, and we wound up near that large tree in the forest.
Yes.
That might have been Kazuko. She's quite the magic user, and she certainly had more of her mental faculties than either of the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
She was just cursed to continue moving at all times.
So she decided to bring
cardio.
us here,
For help.
task us with this.
Call for help.
Mhm.
I'm happy to
So
help you all. But
we need to get this unbreakable jar and then find this portal to be able to capture it. Is that what you're saying?
yes.
So we need to go and detain your almost brother-in-law.
Yes.
Yeah.
You and I are friends too, right?
What's with the smoky stuff underneath the bridge? They kind of
The mists.
toppled into the mist and then teleported to the other side of the bridge. Is that the portal?
I don't know. The Feywild is a weird place. I don't know exactly what's going on with the mists there. This temple, if you haven't noticed, is stopped in time. It's not.
Not all of it.
Yeah, but it's ancient. I don't know all the details about it. Kazuko might, but it's stopped in time.
Do you know how to help your girlfriend, was it? And
Well,
brother?
you
Well,
convincing me was able to pull me out of it. I don't know that I've seen another way to come out of it. Have any of you been affected?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it seems
I just
like
took enough damage.
taking a lot of physical pain.
that would make sense.
Yep.
So
Might be related to your affliction. You weren't concerned about danger and suffered the effects of danger.
And I snapped out of it.
You were afraid of demons, and I convinced you we weren't demons.
Mm-hmm.
And then you snapped out of it.
So what would a raging lunatic?
I have no idea.
Beat him
I
up.
think damage would probably.
It's a good
That
start.
might be one of my specialties.
Well, do you have
When
any
does that
idea how to create, summon, obtain this portal?
I fireball.
Well,
I have multiple fireballs.
there might
I've
be.
no fireball.
I believe that it is the jar is near the well, which is in, and she gestures to one of the doors you haven't gone in yet, the one near the sand garden, which is to a very large structure.
So are there many more demons around here that we need to deal with first?
Well, the Feywild is
Demons are of no problem to us.
the Feywild is an unpredictable place, but as far as I know, Kenta, Kazuko, and I are the only sort of humanoids running around here. you might find other fey creatures.
Like that weird thing with the red hat.
We got attacked by
That's who you're talking
No,
about.
the red hat. As soon as we teleported here, we got attacked by that
the
little
little
gnome
tiny
thing.
cupid demon.
Yes, you killed it.
Oh. I think I've seen them going through the forest, but I've managed to stay clear of them. I don't know what they are.
So there's more. There's a plethora of them.
There's at least a few.
Should we
Red
go
hat
for it?
hunting.
Let's go check out that next room.
See if we can get the jar and then
Well, yeah,
is it
should we
Kazuka
get
or the
the
other
jar
one is in
first?
blue?
I'd rather open up the way in case we're able to grab the jar without hurting or snapping out.
Do you know anything about the food here?
Well, I don't know anything specifically, but fey creatures are known for pulling some strange tricks on visitors. I don't know any. I've never.
You guys are getting diarrhea later.
It tasted delicious.
It's usually more like an accidental deal that you've made,
Oh.
sort of thing.
Well, I just had my rations. I have a goose in my bag.
You're the only one who ate it.
Well, in my defense, it was delicious. And I made no such arrangement.
Check out the room,
I
see if we can
stole
find
it.
the jar, and then see if we can snap blue
Well-
out of it.
The jar is with red.
No, the jar was in the room.
No, the jar is with red.
Sorry, the jar's in the room. I said it wrong the first time.
Yeah, the jar's in the room.
The jar's in the room.
Keep up.
Yeah,
She
Jeff-
said it was in the room.
I said it wrong.
was on red.
Kazuko had it. It is
the rest of
now
us
in the
figured it
room.
out.
Kazuko
Well,
had
somebody
it.
ate the mashed potatoes, okay? God.
And now we know what they do.
So you're gonna like by 1 to -1.
That's actually
Okay,
valid.
in character to clarify. Oh, Kazuko had the jar, but when we opened it, we were so affected by what happened that I think we left it in there. But it is Kazuko's possession.
All right, well, let's go.
Let's go.
And that's through.
Okay.
I motion towards the door, and that's through that door.
Your turn to go first.
I
Well,
think you and I are the only ones who've gone first.
I was hoping they wouldn't catch on.
Vasher, I think that would be.
In fairness, I'm still okay with it. I'm just pointing it out. It's not my turn.
I don't think we take turns because I open up doors well from a distance.
Yeah, whatever. Open.
Yes.
You can open the door. I'll go through it first.
Okay, I'll open up the door from 30 feet away.
I'll watch your back.
You are unable to open the door. It is locked.
Well,
Oh.
I can't. So we might need
What
your.
happens if I kick it? Do I look like a fool? All right,
Is
let's see.
there somebody here who could kick a door?
Oh, yes.
None
Or
that I know.
something.
Hold on.
No
the,
one.
The entry door is thick wooden doors carved with images depicting somebody hunting great dragons.
Question: is there a nice little keyhole?
Oh,
There
didn't we
is.
find
There
a
is.
key
I would like
on the
to-
dude?
All right.
Yeah.
Retroactively, I said I mage handed it, but that might have been in jest. Did you actually grab it, or did I mage hand and actually grab it?
Who has the key?
Who has the key? Do I have it?
I wasn't really keeping track. It
Okay,
doesn't
I will have had
Somebody
the key.
has the key.
I will mage hand the key over and put it into the
Okay.
slot. And,
Yes, you are able to unlock the door.
well, why don't you go ahead and kick it open,
You just
Vasher?
unlocked it.
No.
Turn the handle
No,
and
I
push it
didn't.
open.
I didn't do
We
anything.
know
The
you
door is
like-
just right there. It just needs some magnificent kicker person.
We know how
You're
much
not
you like kicking.
You're not a
All right,
win
we're gonna
party.
bust down the door.
The door
Five
that's
plus-
already unlocked.
Yeah, I know.
Is it Dex or Strength?
Strength.
You could, yeah,
13.
strength. That is not at all enough.
And I just turn and open it.
It's unlocked though.
It's unlocked,
Oh,
but
okay,
it's still
but-
closed.
Yeah, it's
Can I
still
just-
unlocked.
Unless,
Right.
did you open it?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
know. I
yeah.
unlocked it.
Thanks.
You bounce
Why
off
would
this
we-
door. It is a thick with multiple.
I
seats
push it
door.
open with my hand. Wow, Vasher. Wonderful.
So
work.
it's
That's the
not
last
thick
time
door,
I
it's
go
a
It's a
first.
thick
door.
door. Yep, it's a thick door.
Damn, that door would be thick.
Yeah, so you bounce off the thick door.
Oh,
And then it magically floats open afterwards because my
Okay,
friend's
so
an
you open
asshole.
the door.
Wow, wonderful job, Vasher.
Okay, so you see a large courtyard. It's like 70 by 70, 60 by 60, large courtyard with a a well in the middle of it. It's got smooth, sort of dark limestone on the ground, sort of cobbled. The deep well is in the middle with the porcelain jar sort of looks like it dropped next to it. It's unbreakable, so it didn't break, but it's on the ground, sort of like somebody dropped it. And it's really just sort of calm and quiet in here.
You should mage hand that jar.
It is uncovered. There is no roof.
That is quite a distance. We would need to go in a considerable distance before I could mage hand that.
Would you like to stealth
probably go first.
I will be right after you, Basher.
It's in a well. Is there like a rope for a bucket that a person could rappel down or something like that?
It's not in the well. It's next to it.
It's next
like
to
on the
well.
ground.
So, what's your deal?
It's
can't pick it up?
really far away. I can only go 30 feet. She said it was
Can
like
you walk
70
closer?
feet away.
Yeah, it's like in the middle of the room, so you'd have to go at least like a step or two in the room.
I am not being the leader.
I'll walk in.
Oh my god!
Very
Yes. This is
weird.
the worst part of D&D.
Like-
Do you go in the room? Who goes in the room?
I will
Who's
go in the
this
room after somebody else because I am a
I'm sorry.
frail old man.
I thought, I guess I didn't say, no, after the door gets opened, I intended to go through the room.
Okay, so you two are sort of leading.
Okay,
Yeah,
I will
that's
follow
fine.
in
Okay.
and then
I'm in front
All
of
right. As you go into the room,
Nothing happens.
you hear a monstrous scream. Ah!
Basher, silence.
The northern wall, which appears to be a large, thick exterior wall,
Sick.
explodes as the blue and red masked folks crash through, and it appears that they have been thrown through the wall by a frenzied Oni, which I'll grab a picture for you guys in a second, who charges forward, bathed in like the
It's like
light of the delirium. Yeah. Chasing it as the two masked warriors, and now you get a closer look at them. They're just elves. Are like
just bros.
laying on the ground, kind of confused.
Can we do a stealth check?
Nope. That's initiative.
In fairness,
This is
hopefully one
awkward.
of them took enough damage to snap out of it.
I'll let you roll, and I'll just say I got the same thing again.
Hey, got an 8 this time.
Total.
Puts me at 10.
That's cocked, right?
Yeah.
I'd call it a 3, honestly.
We're gonna
but-
get
3
wrecked.
plus 3 plus what?
5.
5, 8.
So this is the Oni.
I missed it.
They mean.
Hmm?
I said they are mean.
Yes. Large.
Hold on, I didn't see the CR rating.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
What is it sensitive to exactly? Keep in mind that you can look at it for a minute and find some stuff out about it.
I thought it was an hour.
No, a minute. Minuto.
Oh.
Minus.
How many, like, rounds is that? Give or take?
10 rounds.
10 rounds.
That's a lot of rounds. You
100%.
really might want me to just go sit in a corner
Yeah,
and
let's just go.
contemplate this thing?
So what did you find out,
So-
Basher?
just
60
nope,
seconds later, my friends are dead, and I'm just going,
Just nope out of
I
the
know his
battle.
weakness.
I think it's an Oni. Got it. Hey, guys.
It's stronger than I am. Check.
Sorry, give me just a sec to get these initiatives
20 and high.
sorted.
Ooh, finally a bad roll for initiative.
Yeah.
I
My
rolled
luck
19.
went out.
Happens to everybody. Sometimes me for a lot longer.
Okay. Alrighty. So, 20 to 25?
I think we're all pretty low.
15 to 20? Okay.
You might even have another blank.
10 to 15?
10.
10?
Ooh!
Top at 10.
What's your dex, Basher?
Dex is 14, or is it supposed to be the little bonus thing?
So it'd be
next
a
to it?
Actually, you know what? I'll just give it to you.
You guys are doing
We
like,
need it.
You guys are doing real crappy. I'm just gonna give this one to you.
Well, that's
It's not
just
very far from
that's
here.
just 2 NPCs in a row, and so it helps me to have some time. Okay, 5 to 10.
Yes.
That'd be a 9.
Be an 8.
Okay, so a 9.
Hello.
3.
Oh my goodness.
Well, good to see Sai hasn't left.
Normally, Sai would be happy to be down there. Like, ooh, I can find out where I can sneak attack. Nope.
Is that everybody? Oh.
Was second wind a
Forgot.
minor action or what?
Azanar?
Second wind, is that a major action or?
That
does
is a
work?
bonus action.
Bonus action.
So that would take place of your offhand attack.
All right.
Okay.
Third attack, not the offhand.
Doesn't matter. They're all the same to
First,
me.
second, third.
They're literally all the same to me.
Okay.
It would take the
Isn't
place of
isn't
one.
it main hand action, offhand bonus
For rogue.
action?
No,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
For fighters, it's action. You get a second attack if you take the attack action. So it's 1, 2, bonus action 3.
An
Okay.
extra attack is a bonus action.
Okay.
No, you get an extra attack as if you take your attack action.
So I won't have to sacrifice an attack.
You would. You would have to sacrifice your third attack.
Third
Okay.
attack.
All right.
Yes.
So you'd get 2 attacks plus a heal.
All right.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so Aya is up first.
Take it.
And
Never heard of her.
Is that blue?
She's the monk. No, she's the one you've been talking
I don't think we
to.
ever got her
Wait,
name.
we brought her in?
She's with
She
us.
followed
She
you guys.
followed us in?
We were just gonna walk
crap.
over and find a little jar.
Stealthy
She's
one.
like,
She's
that
gonna
sounds
beat
cool.
the hell out of us.
She had no idea there was a killer samurai. Herman.
She is going to...
Not in the face.
She's going to move...
Run. Tell her to run.
She's going to move forward to 30 feet from the actual Oni and cast Sunbolt. Or it's a crossbow, basically. Bolt.
You look confused.
She said actual Oni.
Yeah, I know. Who's the fake Oni?
Oh, sorry. The other two, their masks look like Onis. You never got close to them. You just saw them red
Gotcha.
and blue. Yeah. Sorry.
One of us did get close.
So that's 15.
Who?
Oh yeah, you would have.
Makmu.
That's 15 to hit, which does not hit. So, yeah. So she fires a bolt. It doesn't work, and then she backs off another, like 20 feet. She's like
Good job, Monk Lady.
hecka movement.
Don't run in there.
You know you're good for something
That was heckin' awesome.
besides running.
Next up is okay. So
That's great.
the
I know that laugh because I do it all the time to you guys.
let's do you two who are in front. I
Yeah.
need deck saves from both of you.
Ooh.
Bum, bum,
Dun dun dun.
That's pretty good.
Just tell me if you
17.
beat 10 or not.
Oh yeah.
I beat 10.
Then you're good. The light comes and like
Oh.
tries to get you, and you both are like, ah.
If
I
I
kind
get,
of want to see what effect it would have on all of us.
if I get the same thing again, can I
don't.
fight this thing? I jump off the wall and die.
When you're actually in battle, you have saves that you can do. You just hadn't had a turn. Yeah. Okay, so then it is Vasher's turn. So you got this big ol' Oni in front of you, probably about 40
haven't
feet
been
away.
magicking stuff. You're likely to run up and attack, right?
I haven't been magicking things yet. I've been using cantrips.
Okay. Just because I haven't actually played with your character very much, are you likely to take damage? Do you think?
If I do enough damage, yeah. It depends on how.
He's an
big the
up front cleeric. So
I'm-
he can
I'm-
cast
okay.
spells and he goes up front.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we both stay back.
Mm-hmm. Falling back.
Cool. So, can I close and do attacks and then a bonus action? Is that how this works? Close the distance.
Oh, move.
Yeah.
Is 40 feet away.
40 feet away. So you could move. Basically, you could move once and then do a ranged attack, like throw a hand axe.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay. And then that you could still do. You could still do your
Bonus action.
3, because if you have 3 of them.
Okay. I only have 2. I'm gonna close to. Oh, we said range was like 25 yards for throwing.
Yeah, they're like
25 feet.
yeah, so
25
they're
feet.
like 40 feet away from you.
Okay.
The Oni is. The other 2 are near the well because they got thrown through the wall.
I'm not worried about them. I'm really
They're
hoping
in the
they pick
middle
up
room.
and help us. But
The blue one might. The blue
So
one.
yeah, so you could throw both. If you closed the distance, you would be within throwing range.
all right, so I'll close the distance and toss a couple of hand axes.
Cool. And then on your next turn, you can get there if he doesn't rush you.
I'm expecting him to rush me. In fact, I was hoping to stay out of melee range
Mm-hmm.
and just throwing range. I don't know if that's possible.
Mm-hmm.
With 2 hand axes, you're gonna run out of things to do pretty quickly.
12.
12 to hit?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
All right. And ooh, that's better. 23.
Ding, ding, ding.
23 will hit.
I'm scared as hell if that doesn't
And I've
hit.
got a D6.
Yeah, we all die. Nat 20 or nothing.
Commit
6
seppuku.
damage.
That's gonna be tough with the mace, but I'll figure out a way.
6 damage, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna lay on the ground, just kind of tossed up. And...
Seppuku with a mace.
That's not
That's
possible.
not even like a thing, you guys.
Oh, it's gonna be.
Oh boy. That's just... Okay.
Ow.
Were you gonna do another? Oh,
I
no,
was
that
going to do a
that was
bonus
both of them.
action
Okay.
and do a maneuver to rally Ryan, which is I'm going to choose a friendly creature who you can hear or see. That creature gains a temporary hit points equal to your superiority die roll plus your charisma modifier.
Awesome. So roll that D8.
That's 4, and charisma, we're looking at, where am I looking for charisma?
Bottom.
Thank you. Why is this
6.
not in?
Charisma.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
that's-
yeah.
Look
6.
at that. Thank you very much.
6. So that's temporary HP.
Oh, thank you.
Like your rapier.
I was going to ask
You
how
were
that
at
works,
46.
and
Thank you.
just was too busy and didn't want to distract it. So, like,
And 6 HP.
if he takes 6 damage, then later on he loses that temporary HP because it didn't exceed that.
I
Did he-
basically I take the temporary HP first as my HP. So
Okay.
if somebody were to do 8 damage, I would lose my temporary HP and I would take 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he can't heal back up.
Right.
But you gave him a shield of 6 HP,
Okay.
which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That's,
Thanks.
That might be a hit, you know?
Yeah.
Depending. So that was Vasher. So then the red masked one gets up
Okay.
with his katana, and in Elvish, anybody who understands Elvish, you hear him say, "Burn," to his katana, and he gets up, and let's see, that would be half his movement. Yeah, he can get there. So he goes and he strikes the Oni twice.
Woo!
The red guy did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Called it.
They've snapped out of it.
Red guy, blue gal.
Yes,
whatever.
you're correct. The first one does not hit. The second one does hit, though. So that's going to be pretty decent damage. Nice. Okay, so that's
Thanks for the HP.
10.
Figured we'd need
16.
people to be able to damage because we might be fighting 3 people.
So 18 damage total to the Oni.
Nice.
It's probably just going to turn out him attacking me a bunch and you never using that 6 HP. But
Almost for sure.
worst case scenario, that's not the worst case.
Okay.
I can heal you.
So that's Kenta's turn, so he's done.
And you can heal yourself.
So then we have Retherian.
I
And
charge.
then you're up next, or
Come on. Yes.
My eyes start to flash white and bright, and I start to channel a spell, and I cast haste,
Okay.
and I twin it using one of I think it's 3 sorcery points,
Okay.
and I cast it on
Vasher.
Vasher and the red individual.
Okay.
Red.
Alright.
That could be a problem later.
So I go, and I boost both of you up.
So the effects of haste are pretty rad.
Pretty nuts.
I will read haste for you. Choose a willing target that you can see within range. Until the
Are you
spell
willing?
ends, the target's speed is doubled. It gains +2 AC.
Write this down.
It has advantage on dex saving throws, and it gains an additional action on each of its turns. That action can only be used to attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action.
Okay, so double movement plus 2 AC, extra action.
Extra action.
That's it?
Yes.
When using an item is an attack using an item, that's not...
An action is using
well, it said that action can only be used to...
Attack for you.
Can you repeat the... It can only be used for...
This action can only be used to attack, one weapon attack only, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm imagining...
So, if you're using your bonus action attack, you now have 4 attacks a turn.
Yes.
And you have a bonus to AC, and was it advantage on dexterity saves?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We need to get a bunch of rope and Star Wars this thing. Like, tie it around his
How
legs.
tall is he? That's not a terrible idea.
This guy's large. So
And in
in the so in the vicinity of like 12 feet tall, like
All right.
real big.
Twice your height.
And then I'll mage
If we
hand
chop
and
off this big toe, will he fall over?
Yeah, and then move
If
over
we're
a
in
couple
Skyrim,
feet.
we can collect that
Okay.
giant toe.
That's my
So
turn.
you're staying near the door though, where you came in.
Yeah, I mean I'll be like 5
Like the
feet
wuss you
over.
are.
Okay.
Get in there.
I just buffed you to like oblivion mode.
Sorry, I'm a little ramped up
This
right
is
now.
You're a barbarian. You're gonna shoot it
Yes.
twice.
Thanks for the buff. You
Twice.
suck.
18.
Everybody
Okay.
should fight. This is awesome. Sorry.
18 will hit, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the boss fight for this adventure, and so you might consider casting like Hunter's Mark or something on it.
Oh.
Because I know you don't know the spells,
Yes.
but so like Hunter's Mark will give you an extra D6 of damage every time you hit.
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of sweet.
Agreed.
I will
So I will let you retroactively do that,
I will do that.
and you can do
Those
that
are
on this
bonus
turn and
actions.
still hit and still do 2 shots.
Okay.
So what?
So you
that's
cast
in,
Hunter's Mark,
Mm-hmm.
and then you would do your attack.
Okay, Hunter's Mark first.
Yep.
Have you played a ranger
It just
before?
goes. It just works.
Okay.
not one that uses Hunter's Mark very often. I always forget.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 22, right? Because you have +9.
Yes.
Okay, so that definitely hits. So you're gonna roll your D8 and a D6. So that's the square, like normal dice looking one.
Yep.
So
D8.
roll
And your
both of
D8.
those, and then add your +6.
All right, 15.
Nice. Well done.
Awesome. Yeah.
Then you do it again.
Oh.
Do your attack again.
Again.
And if you hit, same thing. The D8 and the D6. You get that every time you hit.
21.
Yep. Go right ahead.
All right.
Look at that. You're just piling on the damage.
15.
15 again.
30
Jeez.
again. Maybe I should have hasted him.
I'm just gonna let you do your thing, and I'm just gonna heal you.
Would you like
You
to-
just keep doing the damage.
We're not even gonna
And
get
I
to my
assume
character.
you're just keeping your distance
Yes.
from... Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Then you're good.
Mass healing word. All right, who do you pick?
Would you,
Just him.
would you like some goose to snack on?
Yeah, that'd be great.
See my mashed potatoes.
Like
So-
all over.
I get an extra turn. What do? I throw his chicken at him.
It's a goose.
You're right. I'm sorry. I throw the goose.
Get it right.
Sorry, I need to look at the spell real fast.
Look, I'm knocked over. It's an extra d6 of damage. I don't make the rules.
So...
You do normally.
I know, right? It's so weird. I roll and then I just say whatever I want. It doesn't even matter what the dice rolls.
He's gonna
So
cast Cone of Cold, which,
Ooh.
So,
since you guys stayed near the door, is gonna hit everybody. So that's a Constitution saving throw from all of you.
what do we need to beat?
Constitution right there, +3.
That's 3.
For you. It will be a +6 for me. That's a 19.
Oh, 20.
Natural
3.
20.
You're probably
Although
fine.
It doesn't matter for saves.
Okay.
So it'll be a 23. 23.
Okay, what'd you guys get?
19?
23.
10.
13.
11, sorry.
Okay, so the 3 of you passed, you failed.
Yeah.
Let me
Ooh.
roll for these NPCs real quick. And then we'll roll damage.
You look so satisfied with yourself.
I is blue, or no, blue is blue and I is gray. I real fails. Blue,
You just count those towards me.
Kazuko, fails. And then this will be a red. Ooh, definitely also fails. taking a lot of
Like
damage.
80 damage.
Ouch.
It's not quite that much, but it is potential
It's
for
mucho.
a lot.
Oh.
So,
Is this a half damage thing if you pass?
if you pass, you take half of what I'm about to tell you guys.
Yeah, I was just joking.
Okay.
But,
I need you to take that. I need to look up a spell.
oh. A second time. Do we have a third time? Oh, we have the third time.
Yowzers.
Those don't sound like D6s.
That's 34 cold damage if you failed.
Holy
Crap.
And 17
17
if you pass.
Okay.
Hey, I only take 28.
Yeah, that hurts.
So that's subtracted from this, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm in pain.
I have to roll I don't do this very often. Constitution saving throw.
Con save, yeah. For
save.
con
Is
save.
this thing is Oni within 30 feet of me?
Have you had your turn yet?
No.
No.
Didn't move
40
toward-
feet. 40 feet away.
Okay.
It's a 60-foot cone.
I rolled
so.
a 15.
Hey, cleric guy.
So
I'm in pain.
you took
just so you know.
17 damage,
Yeah.
so you just miss
So
your
am I.
con.
So fail, so they
Concentration
lose
check.
haste.
You guys lose haste.
Oh,
and
son of a...
go
Ah.
check the haste description. I think you get like exhaustion or you lose a turn or something like that.
No.
When the spell ends, the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn.
Yeah, so you guys lose
Thanks
your
for the
next
help, you
turn.
dick. What did I ever do to you?
That wasn't great.
Okay,
Which is lame because we
so,
totally passed the check and we're still taking that much damage. Like, wow.
all right, so we're skipping.
You're welcome.
You can't do anything, right?
For
no move, no actions.
Red mask and
Oh, for
Vasher.
Vasher. Okay,
Vasher.
you didn't have it on you, so you're
no,
good to go.
I did not do anything with John.
So
With
Vandy,
young Jean.
Vandy can go ahead.
Jean.
I can?
Yeah, your
Alright,
turn.
I need to find out
After
what's...
he unleashed this.
Probably gonna do that on myself because I'm important.
Fireball.
No.
I'm a bomb.
Well, we've done the seppuku with a maze. Here comes the fireball.
Then seppuku. Where are you? Sorry. Cure wounds. There we go.
Oh yeah, I can cure wounds too.
Mm-hmm. That does.
All right.
It just requires you to be like next to the person or
Yep.
yourself.
So I'm gonna touch myself on the forehead and cure wounds me for a level 3.
Okay. Any bonus action for you? You can't use a spell slot.
I
But
can't use a spell slot, but I can. Sacred Flame is a spell.
That's a regular action though.
Yeah.
Yeah, action economy is not really your friend there.
No. Let me see. I already second winded. Yeah, that is all I'm going to be able to do. Fortunately, I do get 3d8 healing. I need your d8.
Yep, go for it.
Ugh. So that is 8.
Are you
3d8.
within 5 feet of me?
Yeah, probably.
Just say yes.
I am going to use one more sorcery point. He can re-roll as many of your healing die as you would like, up to 5.
Up to 5 dice.
Up to 5 dice.
That's better.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 14.
Nice. Look at you
Plus
learning how to
plus
play
spell
sorcerer.
I know, right?
Plus
I'm
spell
so
casting
happy.
modifier. So 14 plus 3 is 17. And that is me.
Awesome.
Don't worry, guys. I'm fine.
All right.
Good luck.
All right. So
I
Kazuko,
did
the
get
one that
one
was
free.
in the
Blue mask.
the blue mask,
Here's this for you.
stands up. She's like right next to the well, and grabs the
Gauntlet.
No, she throws. She has an item that she throws down into the well, And she says, "Trap the delirium in its receptacle. It cannot be." And now that she's talking, she's like, she's even more like, she sounds very intelligent. "It cannot be allowed to enter the well," shouts Kazuko. And the red one, Kenta, says, use the jar and don't let the light touch you. And so we'll just say he does this now. Why not? He tosses the jar to... Who's the closest? I think you're the closest.
The red one's next to it, and I'm the closest after that.
Yeah, so he tosses you the jar.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
You can catch it, probably.
Do you think I can?
Let's roll d20.
You're exhausted. You're not unconscious.
It just hits you in the face. Drop.
I've got a dog that does this with treats.
Does 5 damage.
So then...
Oh, they're against us. Fireball.
She's...
No, I want to, too.
She's then going to cast... Misty Step and sort of disappear and reappear back towards the door near you two, further away from the enemy. And then that brings it to Aya's turn, and she's going to...
Attack Tyler.
She's going to do, she's going to shoot another bolt. Not do very well. Oh, 17. That'll hit. Okay. So then let's... So that's 8 more damage to the Oni. Which brings it to the Lampent Delirium. Which is going to... Oh, why not? Go after you two. So make dexterity saves.
Wait, the what?
The light. It can move
So
around.
wait, so it's the Oni and the light?
Yeah.
The light is the thing that turns people crazy.
Oh, dex save.
So...
18.
Okay.
Or wait, do I have... Nope, 18.
Dexterity, where's dexterity?
It's a dexterity save.
For the record,
15.
with the light, I'm imagining something very ephemeral. Like, there's no way we can manipulate it to catch it in this jar.
Yeah.
We need to, like, grab jar and, like, Link and Zelda, just catch the fairy in the bottle, style it.
You can imagine looking at this jar and looking at the light and, like, seeing how, like, you've dodged it once already. It's going to take some dexterity to get it in there.
Alright.
That's going to be you.
Yeah,
and it's going to require some effort. Like, I'll just tell you, you're going to need to use an action to try and get it in there.
So, you put whiskey in the jar.
I was planning on tanking this thing. I'm not really sure I should hold on to the jar.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay, well, you're up, so you can decide what you want to do.
I mean, can I do a bonus action to second wind?
Bonus action and move? Yeah. It said you don't get an action.
Alright. Bonus action, I'm going to second wind, so what, 1d10 plus 7? D10. Got one here somewhere.
1d10 plus 7d10.
That's brutal.
It's a really sweet spell when it's going.
15, so that's cool. I'm just going to mark that.
That was nifty.
What? 15? Or?
That's a pretty decent size second wind.
That seems good to me.
Our usual fighter never rolls that much on
Four.
And then my movement, I'm just gonna try and kite it a little bit, like move to, like, if everybody's we're all essentially in line in this door facing it, so I'm gonna move 90 degrees kind of so that it not next to it. I don't want to be ready for it to hit me, but if it does attack me.
So the Oni's like here. The door that everyone is at is like here. Here's the well. You're going like over here.
Essentially.
Okay.
Look for hidden doors.
And I'm
I look.
she said we can't let the light get into the well.
It's up here and you guys are down here.
Okay.
She said we can't get the light into the well. We can't allow that to happen.
Right.
I'm gonna be slightly closer to the well. I just want to be like one turn's movement in range of the well.
Okay. Cool. Alright. So that's Basher. So then we have Red is up.
Red is no action.
He's the... Oh, yep, that's right.
Because of your great spell. Was that a level 3?
Yeah.
Worth it.
He says...
Or no, it was... Yeah. Entertainment.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm entertained.
He turns and he says...
Bingo.
Oh, that well is our escape if things go badly. What she threw in the well is like has made a portal in there. She has a special item.
How do I get that? If I kill her, do I get that?
But he can't really do anything else. So he will just stand there and maybe die next turn.
Well,
he has no movement. He can't get out of the way.
Well, he'd have to take an opportunity attack then.
It's an action to disengage, in which case you don't take an attack.
Yeah.
Got it.
So Ruthirian, you're up.
I'm going to move up to within 15 feet of the individual and cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay, excellent.
And haste you.
Do it.
3d8 damage.
Really?
Yes,
Do
and
it.
it's a wisdom save, I think.
Oh, here. Spirit Guardians.
What's up? Need this?
Just quick.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
12 plus.
Oh, you rolled a natural 3. It's fine.
Okay. Full radiant damage of. Is it just the 3d8? So it'd be
Yes.
14 damage.
Okay.
And that's the only enemy within?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's my turn.
The person with the blue mask and the red mask, they seem pretty much back to normal.
Well, yeah, you can decide if you wanted to
They're
hit
fighting
blue and red mask.
Thing.
They look like they look friendly though.
Yeah, they've been talking to you, and
Yeah,
Red's
I'm
been
not
They
gonna
didn't
target
eat the
them.
mashed potatoes.
Sure.
So then I would hit them. Yeah, just 14 to
okay.
the me.
Cool. So then that brings it to
All right.
you over there.
Well,
And I moved kind of to the side to avoid another.
To the opposite side, so you
Like-
so he
like
went
to
out
the
this way
right.
and you're going out that way.
I went
Yeah.
right. You're going left.
Okay, fine. I'll go left.
Cool.
all right.
Just to avoid that same
Yeah.
area of attack.
I'll move within. I don't know.
So you
Okay.
have options, right? Like you
Yeah.
could attack, you could cast a spell, you could get the jar from Vasher. You have some options.
Okay. I'll attack.
Or other things that I can't even think of. So.
Ooh. Okay. Ooh. 18 plus 9. 27.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Barely.
And you still
And the
have
D6.
the D6. Oh, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I need a Constitution saving throw from you, actually.
Oh,
So
okay.
roll the d20 again.
D20.
Oh, you're
plus
getting hit
your-
by the light.
So your constitution
No,
saves those
he
plus
got
3.
hit by the cone of cold.
So roll a D20
Concentration
again.
check.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
he has to do it every turn?
At 3, that is 9.
That's a miss.
Okay, so then you don't have Hunter's Mark up anymore, unfortunately.
So you could recast it as your bonus action.
As a bonus action if you wanted.
Yeah, I'll do that. Recast it.
So
then
that's
you've done
another
2.
that's another level 1 spell slot.
Okay.
So you've used
Done
2 for Hunter's Mark.
So you're down to 2 left. So that's
Okay.
fine.
So.
You're doing well.
2.
So then
that was
you can roll the
2,
D6 as well.
D6.
for damage.
D6.
The regular dice, yeah, the square.
Okay.
So add the 6 and the 5 and then your bonus.
Which I
of
think is
6.
6 as well.
So 17.
Nice.
For damage to the. Okay.
Nicely
And
done.
then
15,
you
15,
attack
17.
again. Because you
Oh.
get 2 attacks.
Didn't you already? Oh no, never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, that
Roll your
first. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
D20, figure out the attack. There you go.
9 plus 9, 18.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
So that would be
Same 2 dice.
Same 2 dice.
Same two
Yep.
dice.
Okay. It's 10 plus. 10 plus.
Let's see if
Uh,
we get it.
Six,
this dice
right?
here.
Yes.
Yeah, so plus 6.
16.
Okay. It's looking pretty rough. So that's your turn, right?
Yes.
Okay, so at the beginning of his turn, 2 things happen. He regenerates a little bit, and he makes a wisdom save.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he passes.
So half damage.
Rolled a natural 18.
13.
So that goes down to 6. So
It'll be 7. He's not a player.
yeah, you have a stupid rule. You always run down. I don't know what you're talking about.
Players round down, NPCs round up.
Everyone
That's what it
always
says in the
rounds
book.
down. Oh, I don't know. I've always played it everywhere.
Really?
Yeah. But
You're not the
that's
DM.
fine.
That's
You
true.
get to decide
This
that.
is your world.
If we get him down to 1 HP, you two can fight about it. You just won't know that he's at 1 HP. So
Should just add 1 HP.
He
I mean,
casts invisibility on himself.
what a jerk!
Disappears.
Oh my goodness.
Man,
you got Hunter's Mark, so that means you can kind of get a decent gauge on where
You know
he
the
might be.
general area where he is. Yeah.
Well, I still got
More
did
than
you shoot him with a bow?
Yeah.
Does he have an arrow sticking out of him?
That would be invisible too.
It's worth a shot.
Well, I want it back.
What's the exact wording?
So yeah, he turns invisible. All right. So then you're up.
You just don't want me to do anything, do you? So I'm gonna yell to Orgeron. Do you see him?
I sense him.
Yeah, let me
I got
the
these.
exact
Yes.
what it gives you for Hunter's Mark, just so I give it to you. Right.
I was thinking he was at the
Hunter's
top
Mark.
of
You
the
choose
turn
a
order.
creature you see within range and mystically mark your target. If a target drops to 0 HP,
You have advantage on perception or survival to find it.
Okay.
So if you're trying to like track him
Yeah.
or sense him, you have advantage.
So I know exactly where he is.
well, you have to roll.
you have to roll for it.
Oh,
So
okay.
roll
You
2d20s, take the higher, and then add your perception.
If that's what you want to do.
Yeah. 2d20s.
So that's an 8.
8.
Roll again. Take the higher.
Right, 16.
Add your perception.
Which is wisdom 2, so 18.
Nice.
You do not know where he is.
Oh man. Well, can't help you.
I'm going to ready a Scorching Ray and wait for him to reappear.
Okay. Cool. So then it is Blue's turn. Zuko is going to try and dispel magic. Let's see if she can land it in the right spot.
You go, girl.
Zuko, Zuko, Zuko.
Sorry, I just gotta make sure I have the
Beep, beep.
spell right. Okay. Alright, so it doesn't say, it just says a range. So I'm gonna roll to see if she aims it correctly. She does.
Nice.
I was gonna give her 15 or higher, she rolled that 18. So, so yeah, she's able to dispel the invisibility, and so you see him. Yeah, he's moved 30. Yeah, he's moved. He's actually flown 30 feet up, so he can't be hit by melee.
But you can be hit by him.
So now that I
Alright.
can see him, I can shoot him.
Yes, you can do your scorching ray. Yep.
Cool. So Scorching Ray, I roll 3 dice. Plus 5, so that's a 21.
That hits. Go ahead and roll that.
You want me to roll them individually?
Yeah.
So that's 2d6 each. Right. Scorching Ray, 2d6 fire damage.
See some Ryans.
That's a 6. And that's a 5, so that's 11 damage.
That does it.
Sweet.
So do you want to describe your epic scorching ray?
Yeah, I'm gonna imagine that I'm looking around, and all of a sudden I see him up above, and I just go and just scorching at least between 1 and 3 scorching rays, kind of shoot through his body, his core. Yeah.
Yeah. And he screams in rage and falls to the ground.
Nice.
Kill the blue and red mask. Wait, no?
Alright.
We gotta
And then I roll
bottle
the
this
fireball.
thing.
Yeah. So the Lambent Delirium is in fact moving towards the thing. So somebody, whatever you guys want to do.
You have the.
Are we leaving combat order?
We can leave initiative. That's fine.
Initiative.
I made sure to stay within range of that, so I'm going to try and shoot for an intercept. Like, is it moving quickly? I'm assuming it's making a beeline.
Yeah, it's moving.
All right.
You have 3 checks before it will disappear. Is the amount of time that you're working with.
Vasher, go!
Whoever
I'm gonna
has
cast.
the jar.
I'm gonna go
cast
for an
haste on Vasher.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for an go.
Is the is this thing? Is it a living thing? Like, if I were to do hold person, would that work?
You could try.
I'm gonna try to do hold person.
You could try, sure.
Which I believe that's a dex save.
Wisdom.
Wisdom save.
It's not a person.
It's not a person, so it doesn't get held.
No, nothing
Okay.
happens.
I'm going for an intercept course. I'm gonna try to.
Okay. Yeah. Roll
link-
me.
link their
I
evolve.
think it's just straight dex. Roll a dex check.
So that's plus the 2. Okay. 17.
You have haste, so you're basically twice as fast.
Oh, and that gives me plus on
This
dex,
was
doesn't
twelve,
it?
Wasn't it, or
Yes.
did you rehaste?
Advantage on
Advantage.
dex, so I can roll a second d20 and take the
Yes.
highest. Okay, hold on. That's still 17.
That actually does it. So that's one save. So you get some of it. There's still
Alright.
more to do. You haven't
Alright.
gotten all of it. This is a serious challenge.
Do I keep rolling then?
You can keep going
And I keep having advantage?
Yes,
Sweet.
on dex saves.
Yes.
because of my haste.
Okay.
My haste.
Help me move the body.
Oh, yeah. So that's
what was this?
21.
Okay. So that's 2 successes. You're able to get a little
And a
more.
17 again.
Okay. Wow. Nicely done. Good thinking on that haste.
Can I say that I like take a running jump
Describe
and
it however you want.
dive at it and then just straight up slam it into the bottle
It's super Final
while I'm in
Fantasy
midair
like.
and then like tuck and roll to come out of it, and I've got it link style. Da-da-da-da.
Oh no!
Hey! Listen! Hey!
Shut up, you fairy!
That was a hard F.
And Kazuko turns to you and says, "Is that all of it?"
You tell me. I don't see any more of
I
it.
think. Oh gosh, it was so close to crossing into the material plane.
Wait, where are
You did it.
We're not home. Not in Kansas.
Did it as in, defeated all the demons?
You
I don't think they were
defeated-
real demons. She
you
was
defeated
crazy.
the delirium.
Oh.
I thought we were goners. I thought my family's gonna be so mad, but
Don't worry, John
That we-
Vandelar saved the day.
Every time I let out crazy balls of light that make people insane, my family gets pretty pissed off too, but they get over it. It's okay.
You just open a window.
Yeah.
the 3 of them do a group hug because they're really excited that they didn't die in the Feywild.
Cute.
I joined their hug awkwardly.
They're like, all right, well,
Yay.
I guess they saved us.
I cast friends on all 3
Oh
of them.
no! Okay.
Hold
How many
person.
spell slots do you have?
It's a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna hold person on. Roll wisdom.
That doesn't count as a hug. It says hold person, but it doesn't mean tenderly.
No,
hold
I'm trying to get the
person.
creeper away from the family.
Oh, I thought you were trying to make it so they couldn't get out of the hug.
I'm trying to save them from the
That
cannabis.
would have been so much better. That's 6.
All right. So
Your help.
at that point, Kazuko turns and says,
Hold
"Well,
them in a hug.
we have the portal open back to the material plane. I assume you want to come back to the material plane
Yeah, I'm
with us?"
out.
Yes.
I guess this place is pretty cool, but I'll go.
I'll go.
Okay. So
This is a very strange question, especially coming from a
Did we
cleric.
forget one door?
Oh, we did.
After all we've
There are
done,
several doors
we
you
were
knock on
we
it.
were basically kidnapped, came here, defeated a bunch of demons, and your gift to us is we get to go home. Thanks.
Hey, I got a goose.
Appreciate that.
I'm not mentioning this black rock we have.
Black Rock.
Right.
What?
Do you guys want to crash down the other doors and see if we can get Ryan's hands?
Might as
stuck in a
well.
chest in it
Let's
again?
loot this place. There's an emerald in the ceiling over there, wasn't there?
Hey, what's in that katana?
So, are you guys going in, or are you staying in the Feywild?
Begrudgingly.
I will go in.
Okay.
Into the portal.
Yeah. So Kenta jumps in first, and then Kazuko and Aya, and then.
But I always go first.
Well, it's their portal. They're
Only in
demonstrating it's safe.
Wait, but they haven't come back yet.
They shouldn't come back. That's the
Yeah,
point.
coming back is not optimal. So you all jump in the portal.
I swan dive in.
Nice.
Okay, so dive in.
I'd go too, but I trip and fall in.
So who
Hit your head
ate
on the
the
side.
food?
Me.
You. As you're transported,
Oh god.
the three of you turn back up in your beds in your tavern. You're not sure how the portal is that exact, but like you get there. You, on the other hand, are suspended in darkness, and you fly towards a different temple and see lots of fey beings, and you realize that you might have been kidnapped again. So.
Oh, it's just with my God. It's a new holy journey. Honored.
So you guys turn up and you have no idea where he is, and
You're on a vision quest.
yep,
Exactly.
and he's off on a quest.
Well, should we leave the town?
There's still beer here. You know what's good though? We only have to split the. You've got the rock, right?
I have the gem. It was all for nothing.
And I think on that note is the conclusion.
I would like to cut or use my mace to break his bed.
Alright.
Everybody comes back.
If we rescue you, you are not getting a cut.
Take D3 splinter damage.
Excellent. So, thanks everybody. This was my first time DMing on a stream.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, really?
Nice.
On a stream, yeah. I've played in a lot of things, but I haven't like run
That's surprising because
something
you're
on a
so
stream.
much better than Tyler is.
Ooh, shots
Ooh.
fired.
I knew that. I haven't even been here for Tyler DMing.
Wow! Seriously?
Tyler.
Fine. Jake can DM the main session. I'm gonna make a character.
No, I don't have enough time in my life to do that. But yeah, thanks for everybody showing up on a
Thank you,
holiday
guys.
week.
All
We
of
had
you.
Yes.
a ton of fun. I had a ton of fun.
I
Yeah,
enjoyed
that was
myself.
And then
I was really sad I didn't get into melee range of that Oni.
yeah, that was.
I wanted to hit him. I'm like, I got 15 attack. No, whatever.
I hastened you and you're like, oh shit, I'm tired.
So happy New Year to everybody. Quickly, if you guys just want to say your names again and like what you thought about 5e, D&D, or tabletops in general.
Well, again, Mahmoud, and I played Orgeron, the Ranger Dwarf. Like I said, it's first time doing a D&D session at all, so yeah, I really enjoyed it. Thank you for the help.
Sure.
I think like another probably 4 or 5 sessions, I'll get like the hang of everything. But yeah, glad to be a part of it.
Yeah. My name was Levi, and I've played a few sessions of a lot of different games, and I'm not too particular. It was a lot of fun, and it's just a way to hang out with people and pretend to smash things with axes.
Cool.
It's a good time.
I'd like to say thank you both for you guys joining. You may see them in the actual campaign as guests, hopefully in the future if they both want to. Thank you so much for watching. If you're a saxophone player in the Minneapolis area, let us know. There's an actual thing.
Okay.
I'm a drummer, for the record.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Just let us know.
That's a thing.
And so yeah, other than that, I think we are good.
Yeah,
And we had a great night. We'll be back on Tuesday with the main campaign.
Yep.
And maybe with one of these individuals, maybe not. We will
Do
see.
you want to shout out who did this?
Yeah,
One more time?
one more time. This was called the Lambent Delirium, Lambent, which, if you're like me and had never heard that word before, that's based on the Latin word lambere, which means to lick. Looked that up today. Really silly. But so the Land of
Feel violated,
Delirium by Lauren Newberger, and you can pick that up from the DM's Guild website for free PDF. So check
Thank
that
you,
out.
Lauren.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
to
That was a
them
good
for
one.
writing it. This is great.
That was a lot of fun.
You need to put more trees in your stories, though.
All right. I think
Thanks for
that's-
watching.
Yeah.
We're gonna call
Thanks
it
for
night.
watching. We'll see you
Good
guys on
night.
Tuesday.
Thanks, everyone.